we have an intermediary ceremony. As you would have heard at the opening ceremony, President of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, was not able to be in Barbados for the opening ceremony. However, he's here now and is making his way to the platform with Prime Minister Mia Mottley, and there's going to be a brief ceremony where he hands over. As you know, Kenya hosted UNCTAD 14 and assumed the presidency of UNCTAD. So, in a show of the official handover, President Kenyatta is here. He will make brief remarks, and then he will officially hand over to the incoming president of UNCTAD, Prime Minister Mia Mottley. So with that, I invite you, President Kenyatta, to give your opening remarks. And we have here with us the Secretary General of UNCTAD, Ms. Rebecca Greenspan, who is witnessing this ceremony. So welcome, sir. Welcome, ladies, once more. President Kenyatta.
Thank you. Thank you all very much, and let me begin first and foremost by saying how wonderful it would have been for me to join you all yesterday at the opening ceremony, but unfortunately due to other circumstances I was not able to do so. But today, Your Excellency Mia Amor Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados, our Secretary General, Rebecca Greenspan, all distinguished delegates here present or with us virtually, ladies and gentlemen, in July of 2016, we as Kenya had the privilege of receiving the mantle from the state of Qatar to host UNCTAD 14 in Nairobi, a responsibility that we took with humility, commitment, and dedication to provide the most ideal environment in terms of technical and logistical support to all delegates, the UNCTAD Secretariat, and other stakeholders to enable them to deliver the expectations of the conference according to the agreed program of work. In Nairobi, we had two outcomes, namely the Nairobi Mafikiano and the Azimio. And these were the epitomes of devotion and determination by delegates to meet the expectations of the conference and to renew UNCTAD's mandate for the next 4 years. I once again commend the delegates, the Secretariat, for working tirelessly to produce an outcome that has supported UNCTAD's primary purpose of assisting developing countries to integrate into the global economy. Despite the unprecedented challenges occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic, UNCTAD has remained steadfast in delivering on its mandate with the unwavering support of all its members. I want to, as I did yesterday, to take this opportunity to once again congratulate you, Ms. Rebecca Greenspan, for your appointment as the UNCTAD Secretary General, and I am indeed fully aware that you are taking over the leadership of this organization of ours at a time when the world is grappling with the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic. But I do strongly believe that you will steer UNCTAD to the next level and contribute to a better recovery from this pandemic. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege today to pass the mantle of hosting UNCTAD 15 to Barbados through Our Excellency the Prime Minister. And I do so well aware that UNCTAD 15 is taking place in extraordinary circumstances which have compelled most of us to hold our meetings virtually. But I say again that I am totally confident with Prime Minister Mottley's ability to take the task of leading the world through UNCTAD 15 to address all the complex developmental challenges, and I trust and believe that we are in very good hands. Her Excellency has demonstrated boldness and ambition for a better world order with a great vision. I congratulate you, my sister. And I wish you and Barbados the best as you host this 15th session and as you host this 15th session and as you hold fort until the 16th session. Kenya, as always, stands ready and willing to support Barbados in whatever way we can to ensure that the conference is a success. So with those few remarks, it is now my pleasure to hand over the baton of UNCTAD 15 to my dear sister.
Thank you very much, my brother, President Kenyatta, and Secretary General Greenspan, Rebecca, my sister. It is a distinct pleasure on behalf of the government and people of Barbados, but also of the Caribbean community, to be able to accept this mantle and to take the responsibility for helping to guide, along with you, Rebecca, and your excellent staff, the functioning of UNCTAD with, of course, the countries of the world over the course of the next few years. We've already lost 1 year, but we accept that small countries normally have to work harder and faster. So we will make the destination of 2024, when this great organization celebrates its diamond anniversary, the 60th anniversary in 2024. I also accept this, conscious that I do so from a region that has already had a distinguished legacy in development. And I stand, therefore, not just on our shoulders here today with the issues that we have, but conscious that persons like Sir Alistair McIntyre and Sir Srirath Ramphal and Lloyd Bess and George Beckford, and I can go on with the names that have become associated with development economics, not just in the Caribbean, but globally. And therefore, it is to this new generation to also show that we are as equal to the task at this particular juncture of the world's affairs, when so much seems to be going so wrong. We believe that the issues in many instances can be met by judicious policies and fairness and equity and opportunity. But we also recognize that as easy as it is to say so, it is that much harder to persuade all of that. And to that extent, therefore, in the same way that this organization has done great work that eventually has come to be embraced as norms, that we hope that over the course of the next 3 years, we can, through the Bridgetown Covenant, as well as the Spirit of Speightstown, which is the political declaration that we will be able to have an impact on the conduct of development and trade across the global community. And to that extent, therefore, I look forward to working with you. I'm happy that our sister, the Secretary General of CARICOM, is also here, because, as I said, we do this not just as Barbados, but as the Caribbean community, because that is our commitment to engage the world not as a singular territory, but as a community that has, in all respects, faced similar circumstances, trials and tribulations and opportunities. So thank you very much, and we look forward to working with all of you. And before I sit, I really want to thank not just the organizers in Barbados and Geneva, but the producers and everything, because the last 2 days have proven to be a ground breaker and a change in how things can be done globally for effective communication and conferences. And the hybrid approach, which allows us still to have a few to hug while having many to speak across the virtual atmosphere, is working well. I do not take it for granted how difficult and complex an exercise this is, and I really want to thank all of you, and Sharon, you and Peter in particular, for anchoring and holding us down. Thank you very much.